What's up, guys? Welcome back to another edition of the Unbearable podcast. I'm Drew Testa, and with me, of course, always is Ryan Voss. Voss, how are you feeling?
You know what, Drew? It's Tuesday, and we're just now breaking down the Bears game. So if that tells
I
you
think
how
that
things are
speaks for
going,
itself, yeah.
yeah.
Also, I want to apologize that we forgot to do a preview episode. I feel like we've both just been really busy, and that's not really an excuse, but we're going to start getting back consistent uploading. We're not, going anywhere. It's just we've had some stuff to do and stuff. That's about it for that.
That'll happen. I don't think
Yeah.
we let too many people down, but if we did, we're sorry.
Yeah. If anyone was, dying looking forward to it, we're sorry. But anyway, one thing I'm not looking forward to is Monday night because oh my, this team is bad. This team is bad.
Yeah, it's really bad. I've only ever turned the Bears game off once prior to this season, and that was against the Eagles last year, which we ended up making a comeback, but it doesn't matter. And now twice this season I've turned the Bears game off. The Rams game, just because it was embarrassing, especially on prime time, and that's when we were hyping up the team, and then of course they showed us who they really were. And then Sunday now. I mean, that was just so bad. They could not get anything going. The first drive looked really promising. I texted you. I told you I had a good feeling. And then after that, it was all downhill from there.
Yeah, I'm 100% now on board with just giving someone else a shot calling the plays. Because at this point, we have nothing to lose. We clearly just can't do anything with Nagy. So, I mean, why would you not at least attempt? It's that situation where Nagy's bad. So even though someone else might also be bad, at least you don't know they're bad.
Yeah, here's the problem though. Nagy said if he gives up play calling, we wouldn't know. He said they wouldn't announce.
I feel like we'd be able to tell.
Yeah, because he was always so into his play sheet like this. And hopefully, because I think he would be a fine head coach. He'd be a really good head coach. I mean, he's got a great record. It seems like the
players obviously like him a lot, which is big. Yeah,
the team's bought him. The players. Well, I don't know if they like him right now because this is starting to get a little shaky where he might lose control of things. Right now, it seems like he's got it under wraps, but I'm not entirely sure. If they keep losing, if they go from I said it as soon as we lost to the Rams. I said we're about to go from 5-1 to 5-4 real quick.
Well, the writing was on the wall, more or less, after that game. Yeah, but it's just disappointing, especially because although the Titans are a good team, they haven't been playing their best football, and they really didn't play their best game against us. I mean, it was I think at one point 17-0, and they said Derrick Henry had 30 yards and Ryan Tannehill had 5 completions, and they were losing 17-0. That's embarrassing. That's terrible.
Yeah, it's just crazy to think that our offense outgained them by 100 yards. How is that even possible?
I didn't even seem like we gained 100 yards the whole game.
Yeah, we were 3-something and they were at 2-something, and we really stopped Derrick Henry, and Tannehill had something 10 completions or 10 attempts. Like you said, it was so low. Tannehill didn't have to do anything, except our offense is so bad that it made their defense, who was notoriously bad, especially on third down, look fantastic. I mean, and we couldn't pick up a first down. We went 3 and out, I think, the whole first half.
Yeah, beside the fake punt. I think that was the only one. But this is the thing, too. When the Bears picked up Foles at the beginning of the season, or not the beginning of the season, but the offseason, everyone knew at some point he's going to come in for Trubisky. And everyone, the people in the Bears organization were we're going to do whatever we have to do to make Trubisky look good and put him in a better position moving forward, assuming he's not going to be on the team next year. I think Matt Nagy calling plays and Trubisky not playing is making Trubisky look really good and putting him in a good position, because people are probably looking at this and be well, what was the guy supposed to do?
Yeah.
What was the guy really supposed to do? So someone will give Trubisky another chance just based off what's going on right now.
I tweeted this out. It's almost like Matt Nagy's Adam Gase. He's holding his players back. Maybe Trubisky would actually be decent if we actually – I thought Nagy was supposed to be an offensive guru, but what the returns say otherwise. Yeah. And I think at this point we would like to see Trubisky back, but unfortunately he's hurt.
I would love to see Trubisky back, even if it was just for one game, just to see if he maybe could do anything. Right. Because Foles, when we picked up Foles, I knew he wasn't that good, but I didn't understand. He's bad. He's not a good quarterback at all.
Okay, that's the thing. I don't think we lost the game Sunday because of Foles.
No, we didn't. But he didn't help. But he didn't help.
No, it's because. If the thing about Trubisky is Trubisky's mobile. He can also be an improviser. He can make plays out of nothing.
But that's what you need with a bad O-line, is someone who could run around.
Exactly. With Foles, he's got a good arm. He's more accurate than Trubisky, I would say, but he needs everything else around him to be good. And that O line is terrible. So if Trubisky's out there, he's so athletic, such an athlete that it would look a little bit better. And actually, the offense did look better with Trubisky out there the first couple of games.
Yeah.
And that's why
it's just we could break down anything. We have no run game, and I don't think our running back is terrible. We have no ability to pick up consistent chunk yardage. And although I don't think our playmakers are very good, I don't think we have the worst receiver group in the league by any means. So it's just really hard, man, like to watch this team because, as good as it's like always the first half, our defense is keeping us in it. We still have a chance. And then the second half, the offense is just never able to pick it up. Never able to pick it up.
Yeah, that's what worries me. I think that this defense is really going to start getting fed up with the offense. It's like, hey, we're doing our part, and you're doing absolutely nothing. Do you think? Like I was thinking about it. Do you think Khalil Mack wants to be here? I kind of don't think he does. And same with Allen
I'm sure
Robinson.
he'd rather be somewhere else. I know it's kind of a political answer, but
yeah. Maybe his extension didn't come because we didn't want to give him the money. Maybe he doesn't want to waste his prime with another bad quarterback. Go from two of the worst quarterbacks and Blake Bortles and now Mitch Trubisky. Like when you talk about
and now Nick Foles.
Yeah, talk about bust scrubs.
Yeah.
Sorry, you could probably hear the train going by.
No, it's okay. It wouldn't be the first time a train was in one of these. Anyway, but like when you look at other teams when they play the Bears, you look at like the players they have. I don't know about you, but every time like even watching a guy like A.J. Brown, he's not like an amazing receiver, but it's just like, man, if we had a guy like that, when you watch the Rams, Jared Goff's not the best quarterback, but it's like, just, man, if we had just someone who was even that good, like, can you imagine what we would be doing?
Yeah, it's like whenever I watch a Bears game, I have no faith. Once we're down, I think we're out. I don't think we have it within us to come back. But then, like watching the Jets game, and I know the Jets were up most of the time last night. I was like, oh crap, the Jets could actually win this. Like whenever I watch other teams, I think anything could ever happen. But as soon as the Bears go down, I know that the Bears are going to lose.
Which is crazy because we came back from huge deficits the first couple of weeks, and now we're saying we can't have no chance to win a game. We're now by 3 points. It's kind of just crazy how a couple of weeks could change the season of the story. Of the season, I should say.
And you would think in the beginning weeks we knew we weren't perfect. We knew we had areas to improve, and we thought we were going to improve, except that we regressed. Each week it looks a little bit worse.
We are basically putting Band-Aids on bullet wounds right now. We're trying to do whatever it takes to get by week when there's an overlying problem that it doesn't look like they are even attempting to solve. And that's not good. That's not good at all.
Do you think it's time to blow it up?
I wouldn't say blow it up because I would say retool, okay? Because our defense is clearly championship level. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. You just need to fix the offense. However you have to do it. Get whatever quarterback you need. Get whatever couple linemen you need. We're like, I know it's like, it sounds weird to say this because how much we're complaining, but if we're being realistic, we actually only are a few pieces away from being competitors.
No, you're not wrong. And the unfortunate thing is that I think if we ended up being able to draft a quarterback, I don't think that's going to be immediate success. I could be wrong, but I just don't think so. I think the only solution, and it's not Trubisky, it's not Foles. It'd be lucky enough if we could sign Dak Prescott. I don't know how we could get Dak Prescott, but I
don't see Dallas letting him walk.
I mean, they haven't paid him. I know he got hurt, so that changes the conversation a little bit. But that's the only way if we could just plug in a guy, and then I think we would be an immediate contender. I mean, I would love. I tweeted, I think we should cheer for the Bears to lose every remaining game so they get a higher pick. So if they could maybe package that pick in some more and move up and go get a guy. Because luckily, there's quite a few quarterbacks that I wouldn't mind taking in the first round this year. I can't say that about every year, but there's a lot of these guys I like.
Yeah. Everyone's had their words with Trevor Lawrence. I think he's more or less out of the picture. But let's say, hypothetically, because this is, it's still some weeks on the road. Let's say the Giants get the second pick and they're not ready to move off Daniel Jones yet. I don't see why they wouldn't be, but let's just say that is. Or let's just say Dallas doesn't win another game and they get the second pick and they re-sign Dak Prescott. That's a situation where you could see the second pick opening up. And then we talk about, well, what it would take to get that. And that's obviously Justin Fields. And then someone who I'm really high on is Zach Wilson out of BYU. I think he's a really good player. And that's someone who we probably wouldn't even have to trade up to get the way it's looking right now.
I don't know. I actually he's going up on a lot of people's boards that I follow.
Readily so, or whatever the saying is.
Rightfully so.
Should be. Yeah, rightfully so. Yeah.
He's the number 3 quarterback right now.
He jumped that Lance dude?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he's a lock for top 10. That's how in the past couple of years we've had 3 quarterbacks go in the top 10. If not, might have had more than that. Rosen, Darnold, Allen
and Baker, yeah. But I think one was like 12th or something like that.
Yeah, one of them did. I think Rosen went 10. It doesn't matter.
I think so first half of the first round, a lot of quarterbacks.
Top 12 picks.
Yeah. I mean, but then again, like you just said, you could throw damn Patrick Mahomes back there, but with this line, I mean, realistically, what is he going to do?
And I hate that you brought up Patrick Mahomes. I'm gonna just say,
I didn't mean it like that, but you know what I'm saying. Russell Wilson, fine. Throw Russell Wilson back there. What is he going to do?
Okay, I'm just saying if people always say, "Oh, the biggest what if in sports is if."
That's not what I was alluding to. I was saying.
I'll tell you what. Mahomes would not be Mahomes if Mahomes was on the Bears. Okay.
No. Everyone knows this. Everyone knows this.
No, they don't, because not the mainstream media. They'll always say, "Oh, the Bears could have had Mahomes." Well, guess what?
Well, I mean, that is true though. We actually could have. That's not like a lie. That is true.
If the Chiefs got Trubisky, I'm not saying Trubisky could have been as good as Mahomes, but he probably
people wouldn't be saying Trubisky's one of the biggest busts of all time.
Yeah, no, he would have signed. He would have had a new deal. I bet. It's just the Bears weren't a good place to go to. No quarterbacks can develop. The only quarterback that might have was Watson. I will hold that against them. They should have did Watson, especially after what he picked apart Alabama's defense, where every single player on that defense went pro for the damn near. So Watson should have been the pick, but.
And we talked about blowing it up earlier, and I don't know if this is like, I mean, I'm not like too involved with Bears Twitter. I obviously am like involved with some of it, but I don't know if this is like a hot take, but if it was me, I'd blow up the front office, the coach, GM, all the coordinators. That's what I would blow up. Start over from there.
Yeah. Earlier in the season, I would have said no. The problem is I still really like Ryan Pace. I think that he's got us a lot of pieces. He's fantastic in the later rounds. He's fantastic in getting free agents on a cheap.
But for every one of those, there's a Robert Quinn and a Mitch Trubisky and an Adam Shaheen, where it's just like, what are you doing?
I know. I guess, but he's got such really good players. But at the same time, who's to say another GM couldn't also get us really good players?
I mean, if the Raiders would have called me up, ring, and said we want 2 first-round picks for Khalil Mack, I would have said yes. Does that make him a great GM?
Well, he got a second back, so that's huge.
Who did we pick?
We picked Cole Kmet. No, it might have been Cole Kmet or Jalen Johnson.
The jury's still out on him then, so I can't say anything.
And we've said this since the beginning too. It takes more than 1 year for a tight end.
Yeah, no, okay. So I'm not saying that's bad yet. Yeah.
All right.
We didn't really cover the game at all. We kind of just fucking went on another tangent here.
Yeah, no, it's time to panic. That's all.
No, it is.
That's the episode title. It's time to panic.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to hear anybody who watches this team week in and week out and hear their opinion on, oh, well, if we just do this, then we're going to be good again. The solution is no longer internal, and that's really bad.
The thing is luckily, I think our fate's still kind of in our own hands. We have 5 division games left, and Matt Nagy has never lost a game to the Vikings or the Lions. So if we could go on there and we can also steal a game from the Packers.
Well, that's it. We have 5 division games left, so we need to beat Vikings twice, Lions again, Jacksonville, Houston. That's it. We don't even have to beat the Packers. But is that really what you want? Is that really what you want?
Okay, so you're saying we'd end up 10-6?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I want more. But at this point, if we get in the playoffs, I'd be happy.
But I'm saying, do you want to just be like, oh, hey, we made the last seed in the playoffs, play whoever, the same for the Packers in the first round and lose by 42 in front of everybody?
I'm pretty sure they approved today, too, that there's going to be 8 in each.
That's if they can't play regular season games. Yeah.
But either way, there's still 7 this year. So if we're not in the top 7 teams in the NFC, it's an embarrassment. As long as we get in the playoffs, it's fine. Whatever. We turn the season around, I guess, against a weak schedule. But I mean, we did just go through a hard stretch. Can we agree? Every team we played had a winning record.
We have, but we're supposed to be a team that a team looks at on their schedule and say, "Oh, this is a tough game." Do you feel like we are that right now?
No, you could never say that with Nick Foles at quarterback.
Yeah,
never say that. Oh, well.
I mean, what if someone would have told you this? This is how, like, just get everything out of your head that you've seen. On paper, the Bears at home with a positive record are hosting the Vikings with Kirk Cousins, who has a negative record on Monday Night Football, and the Bears would be the underdogs with Nick Foles starting. What would you think?
Something's wrong.
Yeah, that's the situation we're in. Yeah.
Yeah. What were the Vikings, like 1-5, and now they're
3-5, I think.
Yeah, and
maybe 4-5.
Now we're 5-4. So
yeah.
The Vikings are a lot better team than you'd think. They've had a 3-game win streak. So
their rosters, like, people were surprised when they started off 1-5. Like, they're not a bad team.
Yeah, but you also think when they trade away Yannick Ngakoue that they were kind of
tanking. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll save this. We'll save this for later in the week.
Yeah.
We might actually do this one together, maybe.
Maybe. They gotta check. Maybe we'll be in the same location.
All right. Hey guys, thanks for watching. This episode, it was time to panic. That's what.
But I feel like we're speaking on behalf of everyone. Like, this is not just us freaking out. Like, no one is happy right now.
Yeah, I think this is we kept our cool for a couple weeks, but it's officially time to panic. Like.
Yeah.
All right. See you later, Drew.
Yeah.